Okay, this video we are going to create a master roster template so that you will have the same roster for all meetings that people will be able to go in and sign up on and kind of customize it for your own club. As you know, some clubs will have club presidents open the meeting and some won't. Sometimes it'll even be the sergeant of arms. So let's go ahead and create a master template. There are some default templates in here that you can take a look at, but I'm going to go ahead and just show you how to create a master. I think it's just easier doing it that way. So I'm already logged in as a site admin. So now I'm going to click Launch the Admin Console, and we're going to select the area that we want to work in, and in this case it's going to be Meeting Agenda Settings. And let's see, here's where we get to create the meeting agenda template that'll be used as a starting point for each newly created agenda. So we create the template, and then later on you'll actually create agendas based on the template. You add the date and hit save, and it'll pop right up. So here we go. Let's go ahead and go with Sergeant at Arms is the title. Let's see, and you put a description here. Say okay, gavel, and brings the meeting to order. However you want to write that. If I'm doing any typos or any bad grammar, then you can fix it later. Okay, so we just explained what the role is. Let's just say that this particular meeting starts at 6 p.m., 6 to 7:30 p.m. That's how we're going to do it just for this example. So I'm going to go ahead. So from here upward, these are all in the AM section, and then from here downward, these are all in the PM section. So if we're going to start at 6 p.m., I'll just click 6, and over here is the minutes. This whole section is all the minutes of the hour. So if we're going to start at 6 p.m. sharp, I'm going to click 6 p.m. and then the 00 for 0 minutes. And so how long is the Sergeant of Arms going to have to do his little opening? Let's round everything off in 5s just to make it easier. So he starts at 6 sharp and he ends at 6:05. And then you have to check a couple boxes. So is this a role for which members can sign up? Well, if you're planning on using the same Sergeant of Arms all the time, then I would uncheck this. Because if the Sergeant of Arms can't make the meeting, someone else will just open it up. So you don't need to make this a role where people actually need to sign up for it. So I would uncheck it. Next box, this is a speech. Select the manual and add introduction. Well, no, it's not a speech, so you leave that unchecked. This role should appear on the printed meeting agenda. Since this tool does print out agendas, if you want it to show up on the printed meeting agenda, leave it checked. This should be the first item on the meeting agenda. Yes, I agree to that, so I'm going to go ahead and check that. And we save it, and that's it. Okay, now if you scroll down, you should be able to see where the Sergeant of Arms was created. Yes. So there we go. That's what we created, the very first part of the agenda. So let's go back up to the top and create our next role. So we'll just say the Toastmaster is the next person that the next role. They're Toastmaster. Toastmaster leads the meeting. Provides the theme. Introduces the speakers and hands the meeting over to the general evaluator, then closes the meeting at the end. Again, you can do whatever you please there. So since the Sergeant of Arms time ended at 6:05 earlier, this automatically made 6:05 the next start time, so we could leave it there. So how long are we going to give the Toastmaster to open the meeting? Let's give him 10 minutes. So 6:05 plus 10, that's 6:15. There's his end time, or her end time. There's a role which members can sign up for. Yes, so leave it checked. This is a speech. No, it's not. Let's leave it unchecked. This role should appear on the printed meeting agenda. Absolutely, so let's leave it checked. This is the first item on the agenda. No. So we hit save, and when we scroll back down, we should see Toastmaster right underneath Sergeant at Arms. So we hit save. Let's scroll down and take a peek. Come on now. And there we go. We have our second role there. So I'll do a couple more real fast. So let me see. What's the next role that's going to come up in the meeting? I'll just do timer. And I'm going to make this really fast here. Tracks time. Oops. Gives report. Scroll down again. And it put the so this is a role people can sign up for. So I'm just going to leave it at, well, they're going to introduce their role and everything, so we'll give them 1 minute. Actually, I said we'll keep everything rounded off at 5s, but I changed my mind. We'll give them 1 minute. Introduce their role. There's a role that members can sign up for. Yes. It's not a speech. Should appear on the meeting agenda. Yes, yes, yes. I'm going to hit save. And I'm going to add a speaker. Speaker 1 gives speech. And you can do whatever you want later. So how long are we going to give that speaker to give a speech? Well, you could just create a window of time. Let's say you just do 10 minutes, and they can choose less than that later. So 16, so we'll go to stop time of 26. So we just gave them a 10-minute window. Is a role that members can sign up? Yes. This is a speech. Absolutely. We have to check this. That way the system will recognize to give them the ability to add their speech title and the manual and an introduction. So if it is a speech or a major speaking role, then make sure you check this box. And we'll go ahead and hit save. I'm going to add one more real quick. I'll add an evaluator. Evaluator 1. Evaluator provide oral, let's go with oral, feedback to the speaker. There we go. And so we'll give them about 3 minutes. So 26, 27, 28, 29. Let's go ahead and plug in end time of 6:30. Can people sign up? Yes. Is it a speech? No. Should appear on the printing meeting agenda? Yes. Let's go ahead and click save. And let's call this master roster template done for the purposes of this training. So, and if you ever need to make any little tiny edits, or you need to delete a role off the template, you just come back here to the same location. Let's say I gave the evaluator 1 minute too much time. You want to be that technical about it. You click on this as the edit button. Scroll down. Make it 29. Hit save again. And I just edited the template, the master template. So there we go. So I'm going to go ahead and close that. And I'm going to log in. Let me see. I don't even know if I can log in as a member yet. Let's see. Okay, it'll let me go into meeting agenda. So I'll click meeting agenda. And there is no agenda. And this is where all the members will go to look at the agendas and sign up. So because I'm an admin, I have the ability to create agendas. So let me see here. Let me go for this. I'm going to click the plus sign. And here's where you can modify the date. And you can even put another word in there if you want. So we just built a master template, which is our default agenda, and that's what we're going to use. But they have some other pre-built agendas in here that you can use those as well if you like. But we're going to use the one that we just built and created. And it looks like when you print out the meeting agenda, this will automatically appear at the top. So if you need to modify this and put welcome to our professionally speaking Toastmasters meeting, then you can do that here. I'll go ahead and do it. There. So that should appear on all of them. So once I hit save, it should actually create a brand new agenda based off of the default template that we just created with the following meeting date. So I'm going to hit save, and let's see what happens. Okay, so I'll hit close. And there we go. So here's the date of the agenda we just created, November 9th, 2011. And a couple of these buttons up here will only be visible to admin, but some of them will be visible to the members, like emailing it out. If you hover your mouse over it, it'll tell you email this meeting agenda, print it, download the role report, it'll export to an Excel spreadsheet, download the multiple meeting sign-up sheet, and then I think these three buttons, only the VP of Education or a person logged in as an admin will be able to see those and use those. And there we go. So each individual member, when they log in, they will actually see a little button here, sign up for this role, sign up for this role, sign up for this role. And You get to choose the manual here. It lists every single manual, including all of the advanced manuals. The members will get to choose that, their title, their introduction. They click this to update it, and people can sign up for the other roles as well. And that's about it for this video.